Hey guys, what's up? There's a reason that people do intros of workout videos before they go to workout. I'm gross and having my protein shake. I'm gonna show y'all how I make this too. This is my matcha protein. I've been doing this a lot lately and it's pretty good. So if you're wanting to get into some matcha or get some energy without using coffee, I'm trying to be better about coffee. I'm not really better yet, but I'm trying. Then I will have the recipe for this after the workout. But today's video is going to be a leg and glute day workout. I switch this up all the time. And this day is more towards like legs and glutes together. And usually I will train the lower body, I guess, twice a week. So I will do this one day and then the next day I will do just glutes because my legs are really quad dominant. So I like to do like a whole day just for glutes. So if you guys would like to see that, then let me know. I may also throw in my before and after if I can find them of why I lift so heavy. A little bit of background, I was always into sports, very athletic growing up and stuff. And then whenever I was pregnant with Belle and Layla, I had to really take it easy, especially with Belle. So I lost like pretty much all of my muscle and I had the flattest butt, okay? It was so flat. So I've had to build it back up. So that's why I do like the split of one day kind of training my whole lower body and then the next day just glutes. Anyway, I feel like that was a long intro. Let's go ahead and get into the workout. So we are starting out with some glute activation exercises. These are so important to really kind of kickstart your glutes and get them ready for lifting, especially if you are quad dominant like I am. You want to do this to really be sure that you are engaging your glutes. So I'm just doing some kickbacks here. I went straight back and then I'm also going out in a 45-degree angle, doing 10 reps of each and then just kind of repeating that process. And I do that 3 different times and you will feel this. And then I'm just going to do some little walks here and just back and forth. You can go up and down your track if you don't have such a busy gym, but this is fine too. And if you are just a beginner or you don't want to use a band, you totally do not have to, but this seriously makes such a big difference. So I always kind of like to work in sections, so I'm just going to do everything over here on the turf that I need to. So I am doing elevated sumo squats and I'm doing a pulse here. So you pulse twice and then down into a deadlift. And you want to do this as slow and controlled as possible. Do not rush through these. The slower you go, the more you're going to feel it. And I'm doing it elevated just so I have a little bit more range of motion because I am pretty flexible. So if you're not, just do it on the ground. It's totally fine. You're still going to get that burn. Try to keep your back as straight as possible. My back does have a huge bend at the base of my back, my lower back, because of gymnastics and just doing all of that my whole life, so it's never going to change. But now we are going into some Bulgarian split squats. These are one of my favorite exercises because this really kills the quads, but if you really sink down into it and really stretch it out, you're really going to feel this in your glutes as well. So really try to get as low as you can and then come back up. And once again, if you are a beginner, don't use the weight. Get to where you can do this and have your balance really well. And then when you feel a little bit stronger, add some weight into it. You also do not have to have your foot this elevated. You could totally just use like a bench, which is a little bit lower, just so that you can get a good stretch, whatever is the most comfortable for you. And I'm going to do 10 on each leg and then repeat that process 3 times. So now we're moving into leg press. I'm going to be doing a few different variations here, but we're starting out with the sumo. So feet in a further stance apart, toes slightly pointed out, and I always have my feet higher up on the plate. This really helps to engage the glutes. So I'm doing this with as much weight as I can push for 10 reps, and then I'm going into a single leg press. I love doing single exercises just because I feel like it engages a lot more and I can concentrate on it more. So once again, foot in the middle of the plate, a little bit higher up. You're really going to feel this throughout the hamstrings and the glutes. You're also going to feel it in your quads. It's just such a good exercise. And I'm going to do 10 reps there. Rotate my body a little bit so that my foot is face sideways. And this is killer for your hamstrings and for like pushing your butt up. Does that, you know what I mean? Like your underbutt, you know. So this one feels so good whenever you're doing this. If you really want to burn, do this combo. So going back into my single leg press on the other leg for 10 reps, rotating a little bit, and then doing the side press. And I know that it sounds like a lot, but you're going to repeat this whole process 3 times. Once again, I will have everything written out in the description bar, but this exercise that we're doing now is my absolute new favorite. So I kind of slowed this down so you could see it better, but I am starting out with single leg deadlifts, and I love these on the cable machine. I feel like it just keeps the tension on the muscle longer. So I am starting out here with my right leg. You can see that my left foot is kind of pulled in. I have my leg bent, so all the tension is on my right leg. You want to do this motion super slow and controlled. You want to really get down low as far as you can while keeping your back straight. And you're really going to feel this in the glutes and the hamstrings. Then you want to pull through nice and strong. So 10 on each leg, and then I'm going into a traditional deadlift. Feet a little bit further than shoulder width apart. Slight bend in the knees, really get down as far as you can in that stretch. You're going to feel the tension all the way down, and then you want to pull through as strong as possible. Really keep these motions nice and controlled, and you will feel it big time. So I repeated that process 3 times, and now I'm just doing some simple hamstring curls here on the cables. I'm kind of too short for a traditional hamstring curl machine. Like, I barely reach it, so I always tend to do them here. I get questions about building up hamstrings all the time, and this is such an easy way to do it. The kicker here is to really keep that foot flexed. You don't want to be pointing your toe or anything like that. Keep it as flexed as possible and pull through your heel. That's going to really engage your hamstrings. And we are finishing off with some calf raises. Oldie but a goodie. But the thing I see all the time is people rushing. You have to take these super slow and really stretch it out, and then take it up nice and slow and get a good squeeze. I like to hold mine for a few seconds, and then you are done with this leg workout. So let's go ahead and get into this matcha recipe. So I'm starting out with some almond milk. I like to use this Carrageenan-free unsweetened vanilla, and a little bit of ice, and all the usual suspects, plus some matcha. So I just fill it up a little bit with the almond milk. I don't like it like super runny. And then I'm using half a banana and a tablespoon of matcha powder, a scoop of protein, a scoop of glutamine, a scoop of collagen, and then it's done. Just blend it up and you're good to go. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe. Let me know if you guys want to see more, and I'll see you next time.